Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball, HCB. Hope you guys are well this Sunday and hope it's all good. Look, it's always better the morning after in regards to a situation that may involve heated emotion. I definitely, for sure, was feeling it. That's why I probably thought it was best not to put out a video yesterday. There's no point in watching me yell expletives and looking like a fool, I guess. It's better to actually talk and approach this in a more calm manner where there's actual, I guess, sense being made as opposed to just nonsensical garbage. So that's the reason why I didn't post anything. So for those who are watching who are hoping for something yesterday, my apologies. I thought it'd be better to talk where there's actually a clearer mind and the emotions are toned down. And there's more thought as opposed to just random, verbal attacking. As we all know, yesterday, the Warriors lost 10-6 against the Newcastle Knights in a game where I think the weather probably set the tone and probably told the story of the game. From a Warriors' vantage point, disgusting, horrid, bad, ugly, cold. From a Knights perspective, escape, just. Probably you can throw in the words relief, sensation. But as a Warriors fan, I ponder here and I sit down and I just think of what's happened. I was even thinking about it in bed, what went wrong and what is wrong with the club. And we all like to throw in our little, 2 cents and throw in what we think is needed. You know, we're talking about Sean Johnson, we're talking about new halves, we're talking about a new hooker, we're talking about this, we're talking about that, RTS here, Walsh there. Look, ultimately this club's just a mess. That's just where it stands. Look, I haven't even gone to the actual topic of discussion, not where I want to go anyway. So I guess without further ado, I'll go there before I start rambling on. But I thought I'd leave you guys with probably some thoughts or food for thought anyway. But in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, I looked at the word pain just to probably get to how I feel. And it describes pain as a mental or emotional distress or suffering. In other words, grief or related to grief. That is how I feel for the club. I have made some posts myself on social media. There are those who may think that I'm being too harsh as a fan. Fair enough. You let her have that, you can eat that cake. There are those who agree with me. Fair enough. You can have it, you can eat that cake. Where I draw the line though is gutless performances like that. I've been following this club day in, day out, week to week, as we all do. We read the news, we look in the social media, and we love what we see, and we're always prepared every Tuesday to keep coming in and to keep saying the boys can do something. Even if you feel like there's that inkling that we can't, you still get there, and you still watch. And then the boys dish up that sort of performance, and there's some people who are saying, well, there's always next week. No, it's not. It's not that. There's not always just next week. I promised myself I wouldn't get heated. Look, what I'm just trying to say is that these are the moments that mattered. In a game where both teams needed this win, I get it. However, Warriors, we had the team to win in the greater context of things, considering who the Knights had out. We had to win the game. It was our game to win. And as per usual, we don't hold the ball. We've dropped it, stupid errors, our halves are... No, look, that is pain. This is pain. The summation, I guess, is pain. But I was doing a bit of digging and I think I found some positives, so let's get straight into it. Positives are Aitken's try, the pace, I liked it. I think it was probably a good thing that Dominic Young can't tackle properly, or else he would have grabbed them and possibly, could have held us to 0, who knows. But great pace from Ewan Aitken, who I know is fast. I rate him very highly. I have my own opinions on him, but look, I think he can do something. I think he's definitely someone to watch, and I enjoyed what he did. Another one as well was Walsh's efforts. Line break, Pompey should have probably run more closer in so he could pass on the ball, but that's okay, that happens. And him in the first half as well, it looked like he was actually very injured in that game. In the first half anyway, and he managed to soldier on, so you can appreciate that. Another one was Daniel Otukolo, who had a debut, and honestly, I liked what he did. I have a feeling the boys, or maybe even the coaches, told him not to run, because I kept on hearing about his run game, and he only made 1 meter. So I'm assuming Nathan Brown has either A, told him not to run, or B, he hasn't ran, or C, the boys told him not to run. I don't know what's happened there, but for someone who's been talked about in regards to their running game to only have 1 meter on the debut, especially in a game where we needed more running, I don't know what happened there. But besides the point, great game, 27 tackles, 1 miss, a lot of good passes, crisp passes. Do I like what I see? Absolutely. Should he be involved more? Absolutely. I think he did well, and he had no errors too, which is always a bonus. So good on you, Daniel Otukolo. May we see more of you, hopefully. See what happens. I hope Brown doesn't slap you and make you responsible for this game. Harris, I'd say he was our best forward by a mile, quite literally. Tackles as well. I believe he had 57 tackles, 3 misses, and he ran the most out of all our forwards, 117 meters. Dude, he's not even the biggest forward we have in terms of weight and power, and yet he's running more. I get he has more of a tank, but I mean, do you understand what we need here and what's delivering? I'm going to go into it even further, but I mean, just for greater context, Daniel Saifiti, 207. David Clement off the bench, 206. Right? Adam Fonua-Blake, Ben Murdoch-Masila. None of them even ran closer to that. None of them even ran close to that. None of them. Is it bench rotation? Don't know. Another person who I thought was good and actually probably redeemed himself, especially that poor effort on defense, which led to the Knights' first try, Elisa Katoa. I thought he was actually surprisingly good. He had some good runs, some good busts, and was trying. And he was injured there at one stage too, and he managed to soldier on and healed himself as well, which is what Walsh did as well, and I thought it was positive. So it was good to see. And again, Elias, I'm always going to have a good, bad relationship with him. I want him to succeed. I guess this is why I'm like this, because I believe he can do something and he can be someone as a player in this organization, in this club, in this franchise, whatever you want to call it. And there was a good start. More of that would help us go a long way, I guess. Last one as well was Marcelo Montoya. Very solid in defense, 4 tackles, no misses. Was very gutsy with the ball in hand and ran when he needed to. Again, unsung hero, he's good. I don't think Montoya should be replaced. The way he plays, I don't think he does. He doesn't deserve it. The way he plays to me, does not warrant him being replaced. I personally am a fan of him. Sure, there are people who may disagree, tell me why, and I know I've read some of the comments, sure. But I think he's good, and I thought he delivered the goods yesterday. That was the positives I found in that miserable game. Here are the negatives. And actually, believe it or not, they're probably not as long, but I guess they're obviously more impactful. The halves. I'm guilty, perhaps, of shining a bright light on O'Sullivan, who absolutely delivered us nothing. Him and Nikorima especially. Together, they ran a combined total of 75 run meters. 75 run meters. I get it's wet weather footy, sure. But I mean, damn, dude, like we have literally no one else in the halfback. We have nothing. Zero. Now, I wonder why I'm hearing people talk about Sean Johnson. And for me, I don't know. I want to be careful where I sit, because obviously it's easy for me to rush in and say, bring him back. But at the same time, I don't want to be so reserved to the point where I say, no, we don't need him. That's probably why when I really think about it, I'm probably still in the middle. And I think I'll be in the middle until something happens. Whether he's in the club or not, I'll feel indifferent, because at the end of the day, I don't think the boys are up to it. I don't think you can throw any type of player there to help the boys out. It seems like collectively the IQ is just not there. As a footy team, the IQ is very low. It's in the low end, okay? We had no right to lose to the Knights. We had no right to lose that game. No right. The bench rotations, where was R4? I don't know. Evans, come on. I'm sitting here scratching my head trying to think what ways, but that's the reality though. There's no way. We are literally a low IQ footy club. That's it. That's the reality, okay? Now, you may sit there and think, hey, that's a bit harsh, whatever. Hey, good on you. Good work, man. Cool. You see it differently than I do. Fair enough. But I know for a fact that we shouldn't have lost that. And now that we have, there's a very high chance that we're not going to make the 8 at all. Okay? Because it's so tight. There's such a congestion in that ladder, if you haven't seen. That quite literally a win-loss for any of those teams in that very tight space, it's over. You know? Like, from 9th down, right? You don't make the top 8 if you're 9th. Right? It's that tight. There's no easy fix. Our forwards, forward means, what does forward mean? Forward means progressing. Forward means going on the up. Right? Forwards, they're supposed to carry you forward. Right? The meters we're making, we ain't carrying anyone forward. I don't even think if you brought Sean Johnson in with this forward pack, anything could happen. Reality is we're just going to be revisiting the 2015, or heck, the 2012, 13, 14, 15 years when the forward packs just weren't good enough to bring some go forward. You notice the 2018 season, when our forwards went forward, Sean Johnson was able to play, we made the 8. We made the 8. I don't know what to do. All right, and as a fan, I'm sitting here and I'm absolutely just devastated. I'm heartbroken. This club, week in, week out, I love this club. Again, I don't need to question my loyalty. No, this is not I'm not even going to go there. No, this is nothing. Silly. But as a fan, I'm frustrated. I have every right to rant and rave, and I probably should be more expressive than I am. But I'm doing well to keep a lid on it. It's tough. It is actually tough. Next week we have I believe the Dragons. I believe it is. I haven't even looked at it. It's the Dragons or Sharks. Either one of them. I'm not feeling confident. I'm not feeling confident in our final run. This should have been the game to put some stamp and authority. And I guess I get it. Wet, raining, whatever. But still a game we win. And we didn't. And now here we are hanging around the bottom of the 8 again as per usual. Sure, not bad enough to be the bottom 2, but definitely not good enough to be in the 8. Just there, just average, just okay. You know, a team that good teams just get a 2 point off and walk away and they do their own thing. And yet here we are. We've managed to beat the very bad teams, whatever. Maybe get a good win over a team. Lucky if we do, you know. Like it's all pure luck. I don't know what suggestions you have, you know, do you play wild, do you try to do things, spruce things up so we can try, or do you just leave it and just, look, at the moment, I just don't believe in the team, that's it. That's where I stand. At this moment, at this very point, I don't believe in the team. There was so much hope and I guess ecstasy in regards to the team, right? So much promised words by Cameron George. We're not delivering. We're actually a laughing stock of this team and it's gutless, okay? That's how I feel about it. Warriors till I die, sure. Warriors forever, sure. Let's go on Warriors, sure. But how about we hold the ball? How about we actually take some hit-ups? How about we run? As a fan who actually invests in this club, I'm personally just sick and tired of it. Now, tell me how you feel, you know? Tell me in the comments. Is this too much? I'm just showing you guys how I feel, okay? I thought it was better to come in and express myself cleanly as opposed to yelling like a mad maniac. And I think I've probably made my points here. The halves are shocking. All right? Rode Tuivasa-Sheck out in the wing. Is it a waste? Sure. In a bad game like this, absolutely it was. But it was rainy football. So would he have made a difference? Being fullback? I don't know. Walsh? Good, sure. But again, I don't want him to slowly adjust to this absolute crap Warriors footy that we play. And he made some sparks too. I don't know what to do, all right? I'm not going to blame Brown. I'm not going to blame, I don't know. Actually, I don't know who to blame. Some of the players, sure, but you can't blame all of them. It's not like they all wanted to have a bad game. It's not like all did. Obviously, in terms of a team's stats, they did, but there were some individuals out there who tried to put their hands up. There was, you can't deny that. But again, collectively as a team, over. Tuala makes the break, runs around Evans. Evans doesn't even try. Out wide, score. That's how they get the additional 4 points in the 6. That's what happens. There's no easy fix. I don't know who's coming in this team or who's going out. I don't really care at this point. All I just want to see is results. It just makes everything go away. All the issues or the talk or the drama goes away when we win. Look, that's it for me. I'm seeing that I'm going a bit long for time. I'm sorry for that. My apologies. But guys, please tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And hey, Warriors, man, just hold that ball because you definitely didn't do it that time. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.